Okay, so we have problem 1657. Determine if two strings are close. This already sounds difficult. Two strings are considered close if you can attain one from the other using the following operations. Operation 1, swap any two existing characters. For example, we have A, B, C, D, E, and we're swapping B and E to get A, E, C, D, B. Operation 2, transform every occurrence of one existing character into another existing character and do the same with the other character. Okay, so we have AAC, AAB, or AAC, ABB, and we transform to BBC, BAA. All A's turn into B's, and all B's turn into A's. Okay, so we have, okay. You can use the operations on either string as many times as necessary. Given two strings, word 1 and word 2, return true if word 1 and word 2 are close and false otherwise. This is a doozy. So we're checking to see how close these words are. So we can swap any two characters or swap all occurrences of two characters. And I guess to be close, they need to have the same characters, and like they need to appear the same amount of times. So in the second example, we had 3 A's and 2 B's, and then when we switched it, we had 3 B's and 2 A's. So that works. Okay, so let's look at examples. Let's see what we have. So we have word 1, ABC, and word 2, BCA, and it returns true. So you can attain word 2 from word 1 in 2 operations. And if we apply operation 1, we're just switching the B and the C. So ABC becomes ACB. And then apply operation 1 again. We have ACB. BCA. Oh, I get it. You can use the operations on either. I get it. So he did 2 operations, or they did 2 operations, because we're trying to see if we can get word 1 and word 2. So we have ABC, and we want to end up with BCA. So first they switched the B and the C to get ACB, and then it switched again to get the BCA. So second example, we have word 1 equals A, and word 2 equals AA, and the output is false. Explanation: it is impossible to attain word 2 from word 1 or vice versa in any number of operations. And that is because they are different lengths. So that's one clue. We can check. We don't even need to do much to solve this. Something like example 2, we can just check we can compare the word count. If word 1 is not, word 1's count is not equal to word 2's count, we can just return false, right? So that solves that. And then example 3, So we have word 1, CABBA, and word 2, ABBCCC. True. You can attain word 2 from word 1 in 3 operations. So we have CABBA, CAABBB. So they switched the B and the A. And then they did operation 2 to switch the frequency of C and B's. So that we get CAABBB, and they transform it into the BACCC. And then they do it again with the B's and the A's. So we have BAACCC, and they have ABBCCC. All right, so first we'll check the count, and then we will check how frequent each letter in the string occurs. So we need to change the strings into dictionaries, and then we can loop through them to get the value and the key. So once we do that, we've looped through them, we've created our keys, or our dictionary, sorry. Then we need to, can we check if, let me read the hints. Operation allows you to freely, so we're going to sort the string. And then we can allow the frequency. Okay, I'm lost. Let's look at some discussion questions. This is probably my favorite problem yet. The whole thing is basically a trick. The 2 operations are almost meaningless. You don't need to have to perform all of them to determine. Yeah. Yeah, because we can sort them. The solution is this process, but it's not quite a size of time complexity. This one is giving away the answer. So let me just go. I already knew the return false if I already had come up with that. So let's just do that first. So what we want to do is check the length, because as we see in example 2, first word is 1 letter or 1 character. Word 2 is 2 characters, and it's automatically going to return false because there's no way to check the if the 2 words are close. So if word 1 count 2 count, we would just return false. So that's the first one, right? And then I said we need to create a dictionary for both word strings. So we'll have the character and how many times it appears. So it'll be, instead of int, it'll be character int for the dictionary. Okay. And then we need to do 2 loops to fill up our dictionary. So it'll be this. And we're gonna do character int like so. Right. And then our word to dict. character. And then we'll have it empty for now, and then we'll just do our loops. Okay, for I in word 1, we want to do words, so we'll do word 1 dictionary. First will be I, default will be 0. Then we increase it. And we'll do the same here, but for word 2. Okay, so now we have our dictionary. Okay. We need a way to compare not the values, but the keys. If they both have the same words, same letters, right? Because that's another early exit that we can have. Because we have how many times each character appears in the string for our map. And then we need a way to map. Make sure that what is found in one is found in the other. So we can use a set to make sure we have unique values, and then compare the two. The set for word 1 and then the set for word 2. And if that's not equal, like the word count, we can also just return false. And then we can check, like, we don't need to actually check the words like they were saying in one of these. We just need to check how many strings. A frequency of how many times it shows up, right? Okay, here are two operations. We need to do that. This one already gave it away. Check if both. So yeah, so we create a set. Make two lists, having count. Okay, so we create a set, and then we check, and then we can just compare the values of our set. Sucks that I looked at it. Still need to code though, so let's just code it out. Like word 1 key equal, and we'll just do a set, right, of our dictionary, word 1 dic dot Just compare the keys. Then if word 1 key is not equal word 2 key, then we can just return false early exit. Return false. And then we can just sort by values, which you're already doing. We don't want keys, we want values. And we just do sorted. Do this. Word 2 values. Okay, and we need to return something. So what are we returning? True or false? So we just want to, can we just do a comparison here? If are they equal? Word 2. Is this true? I think we were on the right path. Reading the discussion probably wasn't a smart idea because this approach really works. Yes, we do. Because you have Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay. Yep. Okay, let's submit it. It takes a while, but it did pass all the test cases. So let's look at some solutions. Easiest. This is using a guard for the early return. And then using a hash. Using a map. Okay, this is also using the sorted. There's a lot going on. Simple. This is using the indexes. Okay. Apologies about that one. We were able to solve it with the help of the discussions. Okay. So that is the solution for 1657. Determine if two strings are close.